everyone, it's Gina from orchidandopal.com. Today I am back with 2 subscriptions from Beads of the Month Club. These are single subscriptions, 2-hole beads, and also the Hot and Trendy, which happen to be 2 of my favorite clubs that they have to offer. About a week ago, I shared the double rotating club that I also get to share with you that rotates through all their different clubs, and this is a selection that I also chose to add on monthly. If you would like to try them out, I have a coupon code. It's Opal10, and that will save you 10% off the first month of your first subscription. So I'll leave that as well as the link to this subscription right down below the video. And I think first we'll get into the one right here on top called Bubble Bath. That's our theme this month for this particular club. It will be a selection of 8 different types of 2-hole check glass beads, all very high quality and color coordinated. So let's do a quick flip over. Oh my goodness, look at all that AB finish. That is beautiful. This combination does remind me of bubbles. So I'm going to get organized. We'll take a look at all of these contents one at a time before we get into the Hot and Trendy Club. All right, so our first selection is in this container, which is holding the Crystal AB Pyros Parpuka bead, 7 grams inside. So here is part of the handful. Aren't those gorgeous? They would really go with pretty much anything, being that they are crystal clear and just have that AB finish, which is that rainbow type of coating that's over the top, stands for Aurora Borealis. And these Pyros shapes, they are part of the Parpuka line. They are a pretty thin sliver rectangle shape with a pointed top. So think of a slice of a brick, and you can probably just barely see that little pointed top that they have. Next, we have another bead shape in the Puka line, and these are the Helios beads. They are another shape of 2-hole bead, as you can see, this time in this frosty crystal clear with the matte finish. So there's 7 grams of those inside of this container. There's that interesting, almost tulip-like shape. You can see the 2 holes that run up and down parallel through the bead. And you can use these Parpuka beads, of course, with any other types of 2-hole beads that you want to, not just their own specific line. I have a poolside bracelet that I have a tutorial video for that incorporates this specific shape. They're a lot of fun. All right, next is a container holding the crystal etched full AB 2-hole cabs. Those are beautiful. I love the AB and the etching combined. So here's a few of these. The AB coating is just popping off of this matte finish. They look like they are glowing, so pretty. These beads have the 2 holes running parallel through the bottom. They have a domed top and they're flat on the base, like a little cabochon. So with the 2-hole club, you won't get these specific types of 2-hole bead shapes every single time. They will rotate the types of beads, but they will always be high quality check glass 2-hole bead shapes. There's just so many different bead shapes. There's more than 8 obviously out there. And every month you'll get a selection of 8 different types of the 2-hole beads that are on the market. And then next we have some Opal Blue Rainbow Honeycomb jewel beads. Oh, nice. These are gorgeous. I've had these jewel type honeycombs that have the faceted top like that in the past with the AB coating. I used them in a tutorial called the Glacier Lagoon bracelet. That coating just pops. It's so cool. These, of course, like the name suggests, have 6 sides, and you can see again those 2 holes that run directly through the bead. And these have a flat base with that faceted jewel-like top. So these are definitely a little bit more specialty, and there's 30 pieces inside. For these honeycombs, the cabs, there were 25 pieces. Our 5th container has the Crystal Blue Rainbow Drop Duos, 50 pieces inside of this one. Going along with our theme still with that bubble-like look, the clear with the AB coating. These are a very tiny drop shape. You can see how there's a hole running through the tip of the drop and then another hole that runs parallel through the wider base. They have just a hint of blue to them in that base glass color, and they're pretty much the same on both sides except one side has the coating and one side doesn't. Next up are the Halo Sky Gem Duos. These happen to be one of my favorites. I love that combination of the turquoise blue in the background with that coating of gold over the top. Gorgeous. So we have 7 grams of these gem duos, very similar to the diamond duos with their diamond shape, the 2 holes that run across the beads through each of the pointed ends. And just look at that coating. It is so beautiful. Gives us that hint of metallic shine, but also allows that beautiful turquoise or aqua colored greenish blue glass to come through. And then next are the Halo Sky Super Duos. We do tend to get a selection of Super Duos every month because they used to have a specifically Super Duo club, but that has been consolidated into this one. So you can get used to seeing the Super Duos for sure on a regular basis. These have that same color combination and coating, which is beautiful. And there's 12.5 grams in that container. Our final and 8th container for this selection are the Crystal Blue Rainbow Daggers. And I'm loving the fact that these are the 2-hole daggers because I've really been wanting more of those to play around with. And this will be a very versatile combination to have with the clear and the AB once again. You can see how the 2 holes run through the top of these dagger beads and then they just come to a slimmer point there at the bottom. And I feel like these 2-hole daggers open up a whole lot of other possibilities because instead of having the just 1 hole at the top, the 2nd hole offers some more stability in bead weaving and offers some other options when it comes to designing. So I'm excited to have those. They're pretty much clear on the sides and the back, and then that coating shows up on one of the sides and kind of reflects through the other. What a dreamy collection of beads in the bubble bath theme. I absolutely love it. Every month the themes are totally different, so next month will be a completely different color combination, and the themes could vary from person to person. But I'm super happy with that selection. I will use every single thing in here, and it sums up what you can expect from the 2-hole Beads of the Month Club. This again being the single size instead of the double. If you do get the double, you'll get twice as many beads. You'll still get 8 containers. But I personally feel like there's still a lot to work with in the single club, so it just depends on how much you want to work with. So here is the 2nd single collection for the month of April that I have. It contains the Hot and Trendy collection, and the theme is called Moonlit River. So once again, we're going to see 8 different containers of beads in a coordinated theme, and flip that over. Oh, so many beautiful things to take a look at. So once again, I'm going to get organized and we will go through each container one at a time. All right, container number 1 contains some Minos Parpuca beads. These are a 1-hole cylinder-shaped or barrel-shaped bead with the hole that goes through the center. The color is called Tweedy Blue and there's 7 grams inside of this container. There is a closer look at the Tweedy Blue combination of metallic vibrant blue with black and silver that come together in that fun speckly way. I love these tweedy color combinations, and this is definitely something I don't already have. I'm glad to get this fun selection. You can see the shape of those little barrels, and these happen to be a 1-hole bead. Our next one contains the Tweedy Blue Ilos Parpuca beads. There's 7 grams inside of this container. So yay for more Tweedy Blue. These have 3 sides, as you can see, that pinched shape. So kind of like a pinch bead, but a little bit more compressed, a little bit more circular on either face of them and the hole that runs through the center. And that same combination of vibrant blue and black and silver that come together in a fun way. And then next we have a container with the Tweedy Silver Briolets. There's 8 pieces inside. These are going to be a drop-like shape, and it looks like a combination of black with speckly silver over the top. So here are those faceted briolette shaped beads. They have a hole that runs through the top, through that smaller end up there, and they've got those faceted sides. Really fun drop shaped bead, and yay for more tweedy combinations. And then next up we have the aluminum silver gecko beads. There's 7 grams inside. I love that they're bringing in some silver accents to go with what we've seen so far, especially with the blue and silver tweedy combinations. These are a little tiny drop-shaped bead, kind of like the daggers, but just really tiny, with the hole that's drilled at the top, and they come to more of a slender point at the bottom. And then next we have a little selection of these teeny tiny fire polish beads. These are called the Polychrome Denim Blue True 2. So that's awesome. I'm thinking these are like a 2mm stepped up version of the fire polish, because sometimes with the 2mm fire polish, the faceting can be a little bit off or not as regular because the beads are so tiny. But these look like they have a definite barrel-like shape, and the faceting is more intact. So we'll take a closer look outside the container. Yeah, these are really beautiful and definitely more uniform, which is what we're used to seeing with fire polish in the larger sizes. So I'm gonna have to look up True 2 because I have not heard that terminology before. Beautiful deep navy blue with some hints of greenish metallic over the top, and something different that I don't think I've seen included yet in these clubs. And then next we have it's called bronze aluminum Cali beads. I love the Cali beads as well. These are a 3-hole shape. So just to give you another example of the diversity of the hot and trendy club, you may get 1-hole beads, you may get 2, 3, 4-hole beads. It's just a very adventurous mix of different check glass shapes. There are 50 pieces inside of that container. You can see the 3 holes that run through the face of these little ellipse-shaped beads, and that silver coating, which is very satiny and coats these beads beautifully. Next, we have this gorgeous selection, Jet Full Azzurro Navettes. Absolutely stunning. That cobalt blue and purple is popping off of that jet black background. And that blue with the hint of purple shows up on both sides of these navette beads. These are a 3-hole bead. As you can see, we have 3 holes that run parallel through those, one on either side of the thinner end and then one that goes right through the middle. And I do believe they have a pattern this month that includes the navette beads in a beaded bead. So that's one of the other perks of the subscription, is that they will send you a link on your invoice, which will take you to 3 new patterns every month that you can download and follow along, that usually go with some of these more unique shapes. So if you got this particular club or you have some navettes and you're not sure what to do with them, maybe look up this month's pattern selection and check out those beaded beads. And then the 8th container in the Hot and Trendy Club this month I received contains the metallic suede blue bridge beads. A lighter but still kind of dusky shade of blue to go with our Moonlit River selection. These are a 3-hole kind of bracket shaped bead. You can use them to frame other shapes, for example, or to pull multiple strands together, and that blue adds another dimension to the color palette. And like I expect, they have a very intact satiny finish. There's 6 grams of these included. There were 6 grams of the navettes. And that does it for this month's 2-hole and Hot and Trendy Beads of the Month clubs that I received. Once again, if you are receiving these clubs as well, your theme may have varied this month. It just all depends on your rotation and the color selections that they have in stock at the time. But they will all be beautifully coordinated together and high quality beads that you can expect to receive. Absolutely stunning combinations here, and I love how everything happens to go together. All of these dreamy blues, silvers, crystal, just a lovely bead mat that is very inspiring to me, and I can't wait to work with some of these new items. Besides the 6 different clubs that the Beads of the Month Club has, they also have a Findings Companion Pack add-on that is optional, and it doesn't add anything additional to your shipping costs, so you can check that out on their website as well. And I did share the selection I received last month. They send some beautiful and unique findings that I highly recommend. So check out their website, all the different options, sizes, types of clubs. I think there's something for everybody, and I think if you know what you like to work with, this is one of those subscriptions that works really well for you because you know you're going to get things that you really like without any extra fluff, and you know what to expect every month. Their customer service is always fantastic, so if you have any questions, you can reach out to them via email or phone, and they are very quick to respond. If you haven't done so yet and you'd like to try them out, you can use that coupon code OPAL10 to save 10% off the first month of the first club that you choose to receive. And again, that link and the coupon code will be right down below the video for you, so you can get all the details about what they offer. Feel free to leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear about what you think of this month's selections or anything else you'd like to say. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a big thumbs up, and I would love to have you as a subscriber, so feel free to hit that button while you're there as well. I'll be back again real soon, and until next time, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and as always, happy beading.